Stimulated signal from city administrated through the encrypted line after a few seconds of whispering white noise. A familiar image and voice emerged from the audio-visual device.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Wi-Fi Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
Isn't the spreading miasma more worrying than the air quality itself? Do you have any plans to address it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic. But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the dangers still posed by the Exaltist. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the Hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon, but the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's all because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices. And now miasma is spreading rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Wi-Fi Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence in the region.
But the Exaltist actions are still harming the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived. Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Wi-Fi Peninsula's citizens and businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Wi-Fi Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Wi-Fi Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in. A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Wi-Fi Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Wi-Fi Peninsula before, so why'd they show up now?
Wi-Fi Peninsula is a key porcelain production area after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides. Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Wi-Fi Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power game between TOPS and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunquay Summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon...
Yes, Phaethon, a legend among proxies, an outlaw of the underground, the last disciple of a secret research institute, Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand, the one who saved the Void Hunter from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
To be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Oval Squad on the Defense Force's unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolda, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Forza Lumex. I assume you...
So, we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as Special Holotech Advisors and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult-to-remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolda in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolde. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
Taking down the Exalted. The Defense Force looks like this job won't be easy. But hey, at least with this, we can go to Opus One.
Out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division! Agamemnon Squad! Requesting backup! Obsidian Division! Agamemnon Squad! Requesting backup!
Fall back, Orpheus!
Fall back. No. No. We have to kill it. Whatever it takes. Get back!
I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone. We can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back!
So... is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything. I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty, and stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep-talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep-talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus. I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Huh?
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for Reek. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations?
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah. Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
Okay. If you know this sound, means that we might fight. So we should dead.
The Exaltists have long plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Obel Squad reporting in. We are at the target hollow.
Blitz Squad, in position!
Aegis Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important. They've got Ogle Squad handling.
They're very powerful, but also a very nice person. So what sort of person are they exactly?
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle. Envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the hallway?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Holo Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about?
Hey everyone, forget the titles. Why don't you all just call me Proxy?
So this is the amazing Mr. Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
Trigger was definitely talking about the...
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obels. I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret.
Sure, I've heard stories of your... Everyone walking the city has their own purpose. Especially someone with a complicated...
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I... inside.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation as an expert Hollow guide, or at the same time, we'll provide...
We've got plenty of trained scouts.
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the Proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Sharper, more precise and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the Proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad member.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objection, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind.
There are more enemies than we expected.
Agent Squad, report your status!
Counter!
No way out! Agent Squad, come in!
The enemy reinforcements just keep coming! Wait!
Squad heading down! Agent Squad, do you copy?
Our blind spot! Enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest!
Agent Squad!
Even weather should be okay, right?
The fastest way to restore comms is to disable the nearby data.
The miasma around us is getting thicker.
Ether activity is rising around us. Keep an eye out for stronger enemies.
enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target. Aegis Squad has reached the LZ. Red Squad, do you copy? Comms seem to be jammed. Is Zenless comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first. Then regroup with the Captain ASAP. I wonder if the proxy... the envoy and the Captain have met up safely. Calibrating.
The area's all clear now! All those...
Aegis Squad, come in!
Aegis reporting in! We need you loud and clear, Captain!
We just shut down the enemy's jamming equipment. We can activate.
Are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
Taking it! Roger! New objective! Shut down the ether transmission system!
I'll take point.
Firepower and maximum!
Remote support. In position.
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Great. That cuts off the supply of miasma.
Next, we eliminate the remaining enemies and head to the meeting point.
Captain and I...
The rest is shown what we've got.
Yes, Captain Magnet.
Let's go. Clearing out the remaining enemies.
Those things look...
The unknown device. Now analyzing. Network communication structure detected.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
You're amazing, Proxy!
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex. To be honest, they look pretty ominous.
This is the only route Root Squad can take.
mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the envoy for all his hard work, too.
You all carried the operation.
Huh?
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex inspection.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself. But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who, well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told...
Seed Senior. Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite... Did you attend classes properly back in school?
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lie.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, also seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seeds and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as their commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base and
The most efficient way to move such a lot. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time, but no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's skills are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, confident you can catch up with them.
I got this. Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Seed, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Now we're all clear.
Obel Squad. All enemies eliminated.
What the?
The rambling old man is a little Seed's
The final sacrifice is about to begin. How could swirling dust...
Do all the Exaltists talk like this? It's really hard to understand.
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
Hey, Seed Senior. You've got to be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator, which often drives them to act unpredictably. Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military...
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending. I know how to throw around grand quotes too. You're awfully sympathetic towards these...
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon. Specifically, the section designated for Magus.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
Whether we're allies who can
wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sac. These Obscura, and the factories that produce them, are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just. According to the data from Porsalumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Waifei Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian Division could deal with that many monsters.
The entire Obsidian Division would just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had...
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that all Obscura have sacrifices in them. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long...
Yeah. Good thing the bad guy...
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point. The Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the head...
That's not what I meant! All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Local squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltist lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like...
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internaut behind my back?
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltist scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltist base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creature.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'll have to think about that.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Maggot.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough.
She's not the most soft-spoken. But Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me. And her military-grade high energy...
All right. But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect me?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders...
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld and this grand, respectable...
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. Really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside...
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Wise.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the Mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Wise is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine.
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, It's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance. So I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde? Until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the mayor and Yunkwei Summit might not be too happy about it.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. So I'm afraid I won't be able to personally.
Let's go, Mr. M.
Captain, Proxy made
A significant change in pulse. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy toil?
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian.
temporarily restricting the proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just... so...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electron. My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Waifei Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly...
Once again, Proxy, you have my...
Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI. I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers.
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implant in the Hollow. I need you to run some calculation. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculation.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Very Wise, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the Hollow to me and Opal Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniform? They're coming closer. And they're armed! We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3. Oh, is it the Exaltus troops in disguise? No. They emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What the are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal and Monster, just take them down. Stop reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles. It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full... So far, only Opal Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate... But your operation was flawless, and...
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from...
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, swift as the wind, fierce since the enemy already knows we're coming. Let's seize this rare opportunity.
Opal Squad.
Yes, Captain Mag.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the Hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been.
Leave it to me. I'm counting on all of you.
Save it.
What the captain means is...
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltus. We can't risk the Exaltus core members escaping.
Based on the intelligence we have...
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood.
You really know your way around intelligence and information. I understand your concerns.
Captain Magus, you sure have...
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exact, but yes. Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Obel Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please...
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs blocking the way to the Creator.
Cool off.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
Leave it.
Nice try. Copy. See, evasive formation. Dodge.
Behold, the
Gotcha covered. Increase firepower.
It's not over yet.
Press the advantage.
Divine punishment.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders,
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Loren.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltus to our plan. And
mind your tone. The Major...
Support the operation?
That's right.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of...
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. I may be a rookie.
Watch it! The captain has given...
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really...
Even among comrades? If you ask me, we should...
Hey!
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me.
Several preachers.
Other orders?
Bunch of fools. I can't even... Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to Obel. Gear up.
Yes, Captain Mag.
Head on. Yeah.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Second-rate troop sure is surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush? We've already failed half of the mission's objectives.
Waiting.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents. Oh?
Yeah.
Elite targets have appeared.
That's the kind of fight Obel Squad's been waiting for.
Cover me, Orphe! Count on me and Seed Senior!
Press the advantage.
Follow!
Keep your balance, Orphe!
Am I keeping up, Captain? You exposed your weak spot.
Recalibrating.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Major General Lorenz.
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just...
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the reception banquet for the Porcelumex safety inspection.
A reception banquet for a safety inspection.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General? Mr. Lucro? And these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's order.
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping is, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matter. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Maggot.
I'll let it slide this time.
This place is not only a key Porcelumex's other executive, and now under Lucro's lead.
You're making my head spin.
Goodness.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in...
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But they chose to meet in the Hollow. Likely to... Everyone, we keep pursuing the escape.
Yes, Captain Maggot.
Everyone! The threat that plagued Waifei Peninsula have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Loren!
I hate to be that guy, but...
That commander sure seems to be so... A typical...
You're right to be concerned. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key... Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishan Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Precept.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few...
Maybe the commander's like Proxy, and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the...
That doesn't sound like something
Think of it as... So even when we have doubts...
If you take action without order, I might not mind, but I'm sure
I don't want anyone ending up...
Right.
I understand. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
Damien?
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movement. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltist stock of Porcelum, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need. Proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer. And the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand... Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquei Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Rinquei Summit for assistance, but if it's to keep...
It's alright. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
I'm the savior he was talking about. It's funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another?
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually... Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition, isn't it? However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests. The business game doesn't always let us play. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
I think I get why the corporations might seem... Even so, having regulators...
So, it's not hard for you to understand what...
We'll only know whether I'm your...
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board.
Although he's not really a friend, he's determined to survive this brutal game. But he's also someone who would never...
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus, and that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with us.
Soldier Orphe!
You two again? Now you have the proxy as an accomplice.
It's not what it looks like, Orphe.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her...
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnosis?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain, or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some...
Excuse me! First of second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare...
Oh! Then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain...
I'm sure Orphe has her own reason.
Anyway...
How about sharing some of those lemon...
Isn't this just a regular...
The law doesn't punish the majority.
A special mission to get rid of...
Proxy, there's some...
Lemon. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep.
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the... But there's a reason why...
I trust you, Orphe. Come to think of it, you and Mag...
An intelligent construct. Can I trust you?
You can trust me.
I'm just a gunner. Here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me. If Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldier. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military code name was... Mag. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though all things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her but Captain Magus has never cared about that. She just saved Orphe. My life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I met Captain Magus. I know there's nothing special about yet. The cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust. They all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, but you all keep telling I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want, rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel squad and our pasts. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, our pasts are not what... As a proxy, I believe in you.
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Wise, finally! The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Yishuan Shifu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Shifu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Wise needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Yishuan Shifu to come to the rescue.
Poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue him quickly. P.S. Stay low-key and avoid any clashes with the
Aren't you
talking about the safety of why they...
All we can do now is pray that Rinquay Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now. Huh? I think I just had a dream. Am I still dreaming? Or is this really Sui?
My disciple, Fufu, told me poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. And that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Wise's sister! By the way, your dear...
Someone's messing with our Junior out there. That's the last straw.
What do you mean by step in? Junior Wise just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't...
Did Yishuan Shifu use a technique to bring me to Shui?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Wise! What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help?
That's right. All your seniors are here.
Hunting as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltus.
If the defense force can't deal with those scoundrels, then when do we set up?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior White.
Huh?
Hand over the prox!
I was wondering who would break into Swabian Temple in the middle of the night. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private residences without permission. And my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just come and go as they please.
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of...
Give me a beat.
Seed Senior said that if this lady is going to beat you up, he probably won't be able to stop her.
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Waifei Peninsula's support, you probably still couldn't stop me.
High Preceptor Yishuan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation. The person behind...
Under your protection. You mean the mayor's envoy whose freedom is now being restricted?
The temporary restriction on the proxy's movement is both to protect military secrets...
No matter how you look at it, my disciple...
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay?
Oh, so the proxy what?
Apologies.
I've never cared about military secrets. Only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Era.
Well then, Proxy, if you went so far... You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real stronghold hidden?
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not but as Guardians of New Era do. Shouldn't Rinquay Summit and the Defense Force investigate? Even if there's only the slightest chance of danger?
Wise, I just received an...
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, ether activity is rising across the warning. Ether activity across warning. At the
What's that voice assistant rambling about this time?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the Hollow might just...
The Exaltists in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltists control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. They've also mastered the technology to manipulate the unique ether. The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably connected to the Exaltists'
If your theory...
Exactly. But if we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical throat like that?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, you still managed to lose. So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they...
Wow, Captain Magus.
And let's move out. Obel Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that threatens wife.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that military orders must never be disobeyed?
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled all the way into the Hollow with classified military intel.
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have just left it to Yunquei Summit.
It's our duty as the defense force. Besides,
I understand. My disciple...
In that case, the attack plan...
Deploying all of Obel Squad, which let's regroup, and all members of the Obel Squad return... Tomorrow's probably...
Experimental ether units called Obscura. Obel Squad was the first to discover, but that's about all we've got on the Obscura according to our investigations.
But we can't gamble with people's lives with some big unknown.
You're right, Orphe. Which is why we're launching the Hollow evacuation plan. Starting with relocating the residents of... We're moving them into the city. At least until the evac op will...
On standby as...
It's on standby.
Crystal clear, Colonel.
I'll keep an eye on the captain. I won't let...
Why do I get the feeling something is going on between you all? Anyway, just behave. Things are bound to get messy during the evacuation, so make sure the...
Of course. The proxy's a VIP under our protection, aren't you?
Speaking of VIPs, Commander Lorenz, Mr. Lucro, and the rest of the Porcelumex higher-ups will be evacuating...
The big shot.
The threat of hidden sacrifices is no joke. We can't blame the executives for... Alright then. I'll go get the executives sorted for VIP evac. Obel Squad is dismissed.
Isolde.
Something on your mind?
I was just wondering, Colonel. If I ever disobeyed your...
You do know there's a time and place for sarcasm in front of your squad. But if that day ever comes, I trust that you'd have your
I know the captain always has her reasons, Colonel.
Don't tell me you're actually itching to go rogue with your captain, Orphe.
Don't worry. I'll keep her in line.
Huh?
Either way, we've got it.
Proxy!
The way you're sneaking around whispering...
The captain said that you should sneak over and meet us over there in a bit.
Isn't the captain always right?
Well, because the captain's...
Tell the workers to pick up the pace. That porcelain's worth more than their lives.
Don't let them hear you. I don't want to see complaint letters in the employee yearbook.
Complaint letters? You actually read those, boss?
Training reliable subordinates matters more than you'd think. We don't want to end up in the same mess we did back then. We trusted the Defense Force to protect company assets, but they were useless. And that cost us a fortune.
Sorry, excuse me. Please, could you let my child move?
Yeah, let the kid through! Cut it out!
The evacuation order's been planned long in advance. You're only getting out of here because the company paid for it. Don't push it!
Watch your mouth. Protecting the company's image is also part of what you're paid for.
Please, can you let my child go first?
Sorry. I'm afraid I'm not in a position to help anyone either.
Today, Wi-Fi Peninsula has opened its door just like every other door in this city.
Just a photo for the internal PR material, sir. Much appreciated.
This moment right now, and back then, it's all starting to look the same to those sitting at the top. Our lives are nothing but silver spoons they use to scoop up and savor their triumph. Civilians, soldiers, doesn't matter. We're all merely specks of dust beneath the feet of giants clashing above us. This isn't the end, Orpheus.
This is the Exaltist base.
Weren't we looking for a hidden base?
According to Fairy's calculation, I guess you could say we let the Exaltist slip right under our nose.
If it weren't for Lorenz and...
The fissure is close by, but...
Commencing operation.
Yes, Captain Matt.
The first diffraction signal source has been confirmed.
Careful of undetected!
Now we just need to find the second signal source, and we can pinpoint the exact coordinates.
See, let's see Senior cool off.
Roxy, you're not making up some technical jargon to fool me, are you? You already have a map with the fissure location prepared in your backpack.
Hey, no need to question my professional skills as a proxy, okay? Still, these data errors feel a little too organized to be natural. It's almost like someone deliberately set up this puzzle.
Devices operating protocol.
The purpose of these devices seems to be to guide and concentrate the miasma.
How did you figure that out, Roxy?
It's all thanks to their engineers. They left super clear comments in the code. The final sacrifice. Large-scale miasma activation experiment. The Exaltists need to gather a massive amount of miasma. These devices must be crucial for that. The Exaltist outposts full of miasma might be the result of these devices as well.
Communication structure analysis complete. Hub device location locked. Uploading to HDD now.
Got it. These are the coordinates of the blind spot.
pinpointing fissure coordinates.
Hey, you soldiers over there!
Well, look who it...
Obel Squad.
Yeah, a familiar...
I want to ask you the same question.
We're here under Major General Lorenz's orders.
All right. We all know you're his right-hand man. But haven't you given me that line already?
I have no obligation to explain myself to you. But, to avoid unnecessary conflict between so-called allies, this facility holds a stock...
Wasn't it Porcelain who you sure are going at...
I'm not in the mood to bicker with you. Now, why are you here?
As I'm sure you're aware, I'm the one Commander Lorenz designated as a restricted operative. I fled into the Hollow carrying sensitive military info. Obel Squad is just here to capture me.
Proxy?
Oh? This don't you think?
No. We received new intelligence indicating that the Exaltists likely still have a... You're a soldier too.
A soldier's first and foremost duty...
To follow orders.
You're leading your squad.
Forget the orders. I did inform Obel just to dance to someone else's tune. Disobeying orders is what it takes.
I've got a recording device.
And I've got heavy firepower. If you don't...
The intel came from...
Threatening your comrades, only I'm not obligated to stop you from engaging in
Finally. Onward to...
Now Obel Squad would...
Don't worry, little Proxy.
That's not what I'm...
I will take full response...
No.
Hey, couldn't you...
Wise, we have an urgent communication request from the Defense Force.
An urgent call from the
Well, actually, Colonel Isolda I only called it an urgent communication.
Good afternoon, team. I had heard about Phaethon's abilities before, but experiencing a device that can communicate inside the Hollow firsthand...
Colonel...
Acting without orders, disobeying military command, and hoping to come to me for leniency? Captain Magus, you've been in the military long enough to know. Your behavior is getting more and more
Captain Magus's cooling system is about to overheat.
Proxy, your HDD's privacy protection is severely lacking.
Anyway, I'm fully aware of this. All those years ago, we followed our orders, and now we can no longer stand by and...
All those years?
Isolda.
I think it's time. I told everyone here is either a comrade you can entrust your life to, or a brave soul willing to lay, which is why what I'm about to tell all of you is so important. It's a story of betrayal. A grave crime born of selfish ambition that put our city and its people in danger.
So, your inspection has finally uncovered something.
Captain Magus and the Colonel's comrades all died during the fall of the old capital, due to a lapse in commands from higher up.
That's right. At that time, the commander ordered Agamemnon's squad to hold their ground at all costs, and to defend the railway line and that's what our comrades did. They fought to the... What we were guarding was not a railway for evacuating civilians. It was actually a freight line for transporting corporate assets. Every minute the team was able to hold out meant another container of porcelain that was transported back to a Topps warehouse. Of course, that every digit on that check was stained with the blood of our teammates, Magus.
Captain Magus.
Isolda. Who was the corrupt commander who accepted the bribe? And where... Answer me.
Captain Magus, you're...
Answer me, Isolda!
I don't have enough evidence to accuse them yet. Stay calm, Magus.
Stay calm? How do you expect me to stay...
Captain Magus, if you can't pick...
My fury burns just as fiercely as yours, Magus!
I was created to unleash this fury...
Captain Magus, for the safety of the squad, I'm authorized to activate...
You would dare to...
I don't have the right to ignore your anger. The people here are important too. And what we need to accomplish now matters just as much.
Easy for for you to say. What do you know of my anger?
We all lost so much. During the disaster, everyone here, Colonel Isolde, Shifu, Senior Fufu, and all the civilians in Waifei Peninsula who were displaced by the fall of the old capital. So many people, just like you, lost every natural disasters. Man-made disasters. Haven't we lost enough already in New Eridu? But we didn't let anger, thanks to our courage. Your Obol squad, Orphe, sure, the past does matter.
Captain Maggot.
How am I a part of this?
Thank you, Proxy. Isolde, I won't let this go.
Yes, let's leave it for later. What's most important now is for you all to carry on with your current... I'm telling you this now, because you were right about one thing. Keep moving forward, everyone.
Time's ticking, and the...
Understood, Proxy.
Yes, Captain.
You have actually been quite lucky all these...
It's not often I find myself thinking...
Faithful servants. Let's... Believers who desecrate our noble cause.
There sure are a lot of exalted brats in here.
The Proxy's intel has been a huge help.
They keep saying something about final sacrifice. We have to stop them.
Engaging head-on. Ether vision activate. Oh. Siege, don't go darting too far ahead, okay? You're not that.
Keep moving forward and take them all down.
It's been a while, Phaethon.
Sarah, how many of the Exaltist's crimes have you been quietly orchestrating from the shadows?
Crimes? Ah, you mean those reasonable and necessary sacrifices? As a loyal servant of the Creator, my answer is, of course, every single one. I have to say, among the masses of ignorant and arrogant unbelievers, you...
Captain Magus, that woman is...
I might not be good at...
Prepare to meet you...
You stubborn fools. The Overseer has already reached the gate.
Avarok, I've gotta...
Death is a...
No matter what tricks or luck...
Threaten New Eridu. Young unbeliever. The real poison has always... Which actually makes you and me ally.
Don't you dare come...
But I don't think we'll have the opportunity to work the Overseer's ritual with faithful servants. The Creator... The arduous journey to the Creator is always filled with sacrifice. The path back to the Master is always paved with blood and bones. His firepower.
The Creator!
Life and death, existence and annihilation, brilliance and decay, bliss and suffering. All
maximum firepower!
Careful, Captain!
I'm coming. I'll take one.
Captain and I got
It must be senior cooperative.
Provide cover fire! I've been on standby for a long time. Over the head, Senior! I need to change!
I can't really control my strength. It's your turn to blast them.
Sustaining fire.
Melee combat! Dismantling the enemy is up to us.
That's the target, right? Let's go take a look. Line up. No pushing.
May the Creator refine us. Sanctuaries chosen, favored by the Creator.
The monsters have swarmed the entirety of Phylum Heights. Be sure to stay vigilant.
Guys, we've got an emergency. Exalted priests and sacrifices are attacking Waipei Peninsula.
Our attack on the base in the Hollow led to...
The city is under attack?
Rather obvious. Our comrades from Obsidian Division.
Ishu and Shifu and the other disciples are...
The mountain rock?
Which is why we didn't...
Oh no.
Got it. Calculate...
We're counting on you.
I'm gonna stop here. Bye.